Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how important it is to play the numbers game, meaning to talk to a lot of different women, right? In order for you to find the women that you're compatible with, to find the chicks you're going to click with, to find the women who want to hook up with you, date you, and all this other stuff, right? And so I'm going to be talking about, 7 reasons why a woman won't want you. You understand? Because a lot of times guys just think that, oh, a girl doesn't like me because of the way I look, right? Or I'm not tall enough, or I don't got enough money and all that other stuff. Now, there are times where that is the case, and I'm going to talk about that in today's video, but you got to understand that there's other things that are going on, outside of your control. And also there are things where at first it seems like things are going well with the woman, and then they kind of fall off and you're like, what the hell is going on with this situation? So I'm going to talk about these 7 things and let you know this is why you need to play the numbers game. So let's jump into this. So first reason I got on the list is she's a lesbian, right? So you might approach a woman and that woman rejects you. She says she's not interested. And the reason why she says she's not interested is because she's not interested in men, right? So you might think that a lesbian just looks like a chick with purple hair, or she dresses like a dude and all this other stuff. No, there are women who dress very feminine, you understand, who are lesbians, who are just into women. And so when you approach the chick, there's going to be times where you're approaching a lesbian and she may not tell you that she's a lesbian. She's just going to reject you, right? Now, there are times where a woman might actually let you know, hey, I'm not really into guys. And you'll be like, oh, okay, that's what it is, right? But sometimes she won't tell you, she'll just tell you no. And so what happens is that because you didn't know she was a lesbian, you're thinking that, oh man, she rejected me because of my height, or she, some other nonsense, but you don't realize she rejected you because she don't like men. You understand what I'm saying? She's not into guys. And this is why you have to play the numbers game, because you're going to run into situations like this where you're going to run into women where it's not going to work out because of whatever reason. Now, let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is she has a boyfriend, right? So what you got to understand is that when you approach certain women, they're actually in a relationship already. Now, there are times where a woman might have a boyfriend. She's that attracted to you where she'll cheat on him. You understand what I'm saying? With you. But in a lot of cases, when you're talking to a woman, she actually may have a boyfriend that she loves and respects and doesn't want to cheat on him. And then therefore, you're not going to make anything happen with that woman. And this is why you need to move on to another woman. And this is why you got to play the numbers game. It's really that simple. Now, next reason, she has an STD. So let's say you're trying to make something happen sexual with a woman, you're trying to make something go down, and then she may reject you because she has an STD, right? And so you're thinking, oh man, she don't want to have sex with me because I'm ugly, or because of this, or because of that. But understand, because she has the STD, she doesn't want to really fuck with you like that. But she's not going to tell you, hey, listen, I would really love to, do some shit with you, but I got an STD. She's just going to say no. She's not interested, and she's going to reject you, but she's not going to tell you the reason why. You understand what I'm saying? And that could be a reason why she's rejecting you, because she has an STD. Now, the next one is you're not her type. Now, let's dive into this. You're not her type. A lot of guys think when you talk about, not being a woman's type, first thing they go to is just looks, height, and the superficial stuff, right? The surface level stuff. And in some cases, that could be it. You understand? I'm not saying it can't. But also you have to understand that you not being a woman's type also refers to you not being the type of man that she may want and need at the moment. So let's say, for example, a woman may actually be, like attracted to you physically, think you're cute or whatever it is like that. But let's say she assumes that you're a player, or there are certain things you said to indicate that you're a player, or you just want like some casual sex. But she is like, you know what? I already have like 2-3 guys that I'm having sex with right now on the roster, and she's looking for something more serious, right? She's looking for a boyfriend, husband. She wants to have a serious relationship. So her type that she's looking for at this moment is a guy who would more likely take her seriously. And you are not that guy because she sees you as the player. So therefore, even though she may be physically attracted to you and sometimes even sexually attracted to you, she may not fuck with you because you are not her type. Her type is the more marriage-minded guy, the guy who's more thinking about a serious relationship, right? Because remember, she's already fucking 2 or 3 guys on the side. She already got her roster. So she doesn't necessarily need you for dick at this moment. This moment, she's focused on the other thing, and that is more desirable to her than just hooking up with you. And so therefore, you may not necessarily end up hooking up with that woman because you're not her type, right? So the type includes also what the woman is looking for right now. Let's move on to the next one. And this is interesting. So the next one is you're not giving her enough non-sexual attention. You're not giving her enough non-sexual attention. So what does that mean? So this could be, for example, let's say you do exchange numbers with a woman, right? And you set up a date for the weekend, and you know, it's Tuesday where y'all exchange information and you're supposed to see her Saturday, right? And so she wants you to converse with her during the week. And she's texting you, you respond to her really quick, but you kind of get off the phone and do your own thing, but she wants to converse going back and forth. So now, because she feels like, oh, you know, you're not communicating enough, she's going to not want to see you on the date, or she'll flake on the date, or she'll complain about it not being enough communication in the situation. Right? And so that means you're not giving her enough non-sexual attention. Now, do not try to switch up your stuff and try to give her attention just because she wants it, right? What I'm saying is that she wants it and she feels some type of way because she's not getting it. And this can cause her to not want to fuck with you. But in this case, if that's the case, just toss her to the side, you understand? Or just don't fuck with her. See, I have situations like this a lot of times when I'm, dealing with certain women, is that because I don't be going back and forth, talking on the phone, doing all this other extra shit, giving her all this attention, right? I just charge her to the game, or I just don't deal with her, or she falls off, and I find another woman that I don't need to do all that shit with because she's highly sexually attracted to me, and she's just anticipating meeting me on the date on Saturday or whatever it is, right? We don't got to go back and forth. And if she does text me, I just respond and say, one thing, and then I cut it off and say, hey, look, looking forward to see you Saturday. Have a good week. I'll holler at you then, right? But some women will stop interacting with you, stop talking to you, and sometimes flake on a date because you're not giving her enough non-sexual attention, at that point. And this could also happen, even after you smash a chick. She may be expecting more of that attention and then feel like she don't want to fuck with you because you're not giving her that. Right now, the sixth thing is she met another guy who's giving her something you're not giving her. She met another guy who's giving her something you're not giving her. So for example, let's say you started hooking up with a woman. Y'all been hooking up for maybe, 2 months or whatever, going on 3 months. And so she's like, oh, I want a long-term relationship. I want a boyfriend. And you're just giving her dick. So now she meets another guy who will quickly wife her up. And then so she'll leave you because that guy's giving her something you're not giving her. You understand? So she wants the commitment. You're not giving her the commitment. The other guy's giving her the commitment, and therefore she goes on with the other guy, right? Now, it could also flip where, let's say, for example, you are being very, very platonic. You're being like a nice guy. You're courting this woman. And so what happens is that she meets another guy who she finds really, really sexually attractive. They start fucking. And he's all on her mind because she likes the sex, he's exciting and all this other stuff. So now, even though you're over here courting and being a gentleman, her attention may be swayed to the other dude. And so he's giving her something you're not. Like, she wants that sexual energy, that, that crazy, nasty shit in the bedroom. And you're being Mr. Nice Guy courting guy over here. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that sometimes a woman may stop fucking with you because another guy's gonna give her what you're not giving her. Now, again, I know some of y'all are gonna watch this and you're trying to be like, well, how can I give a woman something she wants so I can get her? No, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is do not try to figure out what women want and give it to them. You have to be you and find the women who are in alignment with what you're doing. This is why you have to play the numbers game. You understand what I'm saying? Now, last thing we have on the list is you're not building sexual tension, right? So what happens is that you are interacting with a woman. Let's say you're at a party, at a club, at a bar, some event or whatever it is like that. Or you might have, taken this woman out on a date or something like that, but you're interacting with her and you are not building sexual tension, meaning you're not flirting, right? You're not giving any sexual innuendo, right? You're not getting close to her to make this a sexual thing. You're not doing none of that stuff. You're just being very platonic. You're being on some regular shit. And now because you're doing that, she's looking at you like, this guy, he's not really the guy. I'm not turned on by him. It's just, I'll put him in the friend zone, right? And so what happens is that she doesn't want you as a guy who she could be sexual with because you are not building that sexual tension to entice the situation to go down that road or down that path. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I'm saying all these things to get you guys to understand how important it is to play the numbers game, meaning that there's all these different reasons as to why a woman is not going to want to fuck with you, or she will stop fucking with you for whatever reason, and then you got to replace her and, keep it going. This is why I tell you guys to, interact with 25 women a day, whether you're approaching them in the street, online, at bars, clubs, whatever, like a combination of all these things. You have to be consistent with it, because what's going to happen is you're going to have to consistently switch out women, because it's going to be all of these different things. For example, at first when you're approaching them, if a chick is a lesbian or she got a boyfriend or whatever it is like that, nothing's going to happen in that situation. If you do get to exchange information with a woman, there could be times where she meets some other dude and she falls off, or she feels like you're not responding to her how she expects, and then she falls off, so you got to replace her. So you always have to play the numbers game. So all you guys out there tomorrow, well, I approached one girl this week, or I went on the dating app for like 5 minutes last month. That's not gonna cut it, buddy. It's not gonna cut it. All right. So guys, if you need any help with this, go to shoplocario.com and badboymembership.com, and I'll holler at you later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. If you're tired of spending your time, money, and energy on women just to find out that they're not sexually attracted to you, they're not trying to hook up or anything like that, or if you get into a long-term relationship with a woman who doesn't respect you, who's giving you a headache, having a lot of attitude, if you're tired of these things happening, right? Make sure you go to shoplocario.com to get my program, Master the Vetting Process, because vetting is a very, very important thing when it comes to the dating game. And if you don't vet women, you are going to be unsuccessful in any situation when you're dating. So make sure you go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy today. Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Click the link below or go straight to mr.locario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, the definition of game.
Because Locario, in my opinion, it's the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I say, yeah, it's this guy, it's on point, you know. This guy is good. This guy is how he's supposed to be.